listen to me. I don't think that they favor the United States, okay?
Favor?
But the idea that, oh, well, they're chanting.
For America.
Right. I mean, people chant all sorts of things, but we're going to go to war?
What I'm saying is that Trump is not going to, I just don't think
we need to see.
Minimizing the whole death to America?
I am minimizing it.
Okay,
I am minimizing
well, then there we go.
I am minimizing it because I need to see actual evidence that they're carrying out acts. Wait, can I just say an attack against the United States and there's no evidence?
So it's weird, though. You ready? Isn't this weird? Because essentially what this guy is saying, what's interesting about fucking clown show over here is now he wants to go to war over speech. I mean, wait a second. So when Iran says death to America, it's dangerous speech. But when Trump says we need to eradicate the enemy within, that's just talk, right? You see how, again, speech is dangerous for the people they don't like, and you got to police it. You got to take it at face value. But maybe they're just trolling. Maybe that's just Iran being Iran. Maybe they like to troll about America being dead because we've been so toxic for so long that maybe they like to troll us with that.
Okay. First of all,
so if you were America first, you would say, hold on, some countries falling, trying to call for America's death. I wouldn't minimize that. I would actually take that at face value. And that's why Trump is behind maybe not on this, because you know what America First stands for? Three things.
It really means
they're anti-globalist, okay, anti-Marxist, anti-CCP, and ready for it, anti-Islamic terrorism. So I know on behalf of Iran, what you're defending, Anna, for some reason, you're kind of advocating for Islamic terrorism. I actually believe Iran.
No.
I actually
do not
hold on,
shush.
I'm talking.
I never said that. No, but I'm not going to let you lie about the argument I'm making.
You just said
I never said that.
You just said you're okay with death to America.
I don't think people
you just said you're okay
things.
with death to America.
I don't think chants justify hot wars.
What do you think? They're chants, and then they're just like they're doing pom-poms and they're rooting for a football game?
How far down the road do you want to let them get?
They're trying to destabilize the West.
Wait, guys, we destabilize the entirety of the Middle East. I don't blame anyone for being angry with the United States over that.
But it is now
Iran is the sole proprietor
we have the Abraham Accords.
of destabilizing the Middle East.
He said Iran is the sole proprietor. I mean, he doesn't even know what words he's using. This guy is so goddamn dumb that he said Iran is the sole proprietor, right? They're opening a business of destabilizing the Middle East. Like, goddamn, dude, this guy, I hate it when, like, dumb people try to sound smart. Dude, Iran is the sole proprietor of destabilizing the Middle East? Are you sure about that there, flunky? I mean, you remember Iraq? You remember Afghanistan? Have you been watching Israel for the last 50 years? Like, what the fuck is this guy even talking about? America's been dicking around in the Middle East and even outside of, like, funding Israel for, like, 50 years. My whole life, we've been over there skirmishing and playing both sides and at war multiple times. First, there was the double dealing with Iran to fuck over Jimmy Carter. Then there was Iran-Contra that came out. Then there was war, right? Desert Storm. Then there was, Desert Storm 2. Like, goddamn, bro. And yeah, that's just us, right? Then Israel's been fighting everybody and invading from all sides. I mean, dude, think about it. 20 years ago, we made up something about weapons of mass destruction. We made up a lie to go and literally occupy a country there, a large country there. On fucking what planet is this guy living on? The sole proprietor.
Israel should fight its own wars.
Now, the people of Syria are going to have to decide
we shouldn't send any of our soldiers. And when we do, inevitably,
Anna, just say
I want to come back on the show.
First. That's fine.
No, I'm not going to say it because I don't believe that.
Can we just stop and remember who the president is? Everyone is underestimating the strength of Donald Trump. Giving us 5 minutes before we move on.
Dude, what the fuck is she saying? Can we stop and remember who the president is? Everyone is underestimating Trump. Dude, I gotta screenshot this. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, bro. What is she even saying? She's like, let me interject how now I'm a believer in Trump that started like a month ago.
Can we just stop and remember who the president is? Everyone is underestimating the strength of Donald Trump.
Giving us 5 minutes before we move on.
There's no way he's going to let himself be pushed around by anybody, including
the
Netanyahu.
final thing I'll say about this, and then we can move on, is we currently have a United States Congress that's nickel and diming the out of Americans by focusing on cuts to Medicaid, SNAP benefits. In the meantime, we are sending tens of billions of dollars to Israel so they can fight their wars.
But you got to remember, that money isn't just going to Israel. It's going
let me
back
say one thing.
No,
I agree
it's
with you.
going to defense contractors, Lindy.
So
I don't give a fuck about defense contractors making more money. I think that's the problem.
But that's
So, Lindy, let me say one thing. Let me say one
your
thing.
own argument.
She's saying exactly that it's not just.
It's priming our economic.
If you ever done a budget before,
no.
That money.
Do not make the mistake of thinking defense contractors fattening their pockets even more is somehow beneficial to the American
Anna,
people.
you just heard me make that. I'm just saying it's not that. You're saying the money is going all the way overseas. I'm saying it's also coming back here.
She's trying to get you to see the role that we're playing.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know, but do you understand that it is a redistribution of wealth?
I'm isolationist. I don't want this happening.
I know, Lindy, I'm not going to direct this to you. I'm just going to direct it to the audience or in general, okay? This is a redistribution of wealth from working class Americans to defense contractors.
I don't want it happening.
Because of Netanyahu.
Right.
Well, I mean,
I think he's a factor. I don't think he's the only
Bibi
factor.
likes to push false narratives about, this country's a big threat. American soldiers, go fight this war. Go fight this war. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money.
That's Netanyahu. You have to give our people a little bit more credit than trying to be.
I do give our people credit,
dude. I can't really give our people credit because they voted for Trump, dude. I don't think Americans deserve any credit. Yeah, I mean, this show is like really poorly sort of staged. Like they talk over each other to the point of where you can't even hear them. And it's like, nah, blah, 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 blah.
If you're not willing to be critical of Israel, I question how honest you're being about this whole situation.
I'm critical of Israel just like I'm critical of America.
Can we be...
Lindy,
hold on.
If America makes mistakes, I'll call them out. But I'm very pro-America. But we do make mistakes. If Israel makes mistakes, I'll call them out. But I'm very pro-Israel. I don't understand what you're doing when you're trying to be pro-Hamas and pro-Iran. Hold on.
When you strawman me, it makes this entire exchange fall apart.
So
I'm trying to have an honest exchange with you.
I.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. Please don't put words in my mouth.
You can talk when I'm done talking. And that's how this...
Dude, what a fucking douche. But defending Iran's right to be left alone is not saying you're pro-Hamas. But dude, the face Lindy made, but like Anna too, this guy is like sitting there being like, I talk, you obey. He's being a fucking misogynist fucking piece of shit, being dismissive. He's putting like words in their mouth, trying to like spin. It's like abuser 101, this fucking shit right here.
I question how honest you're being about this whole situation.
I'm critical of Israel just like I'm critical of America.
Can we be...
Lindy,
hold on.
If America makes mistakes, I'll call them out. But I'm very pro-America. But we do make mistakes. If Israel makes mistakes, I'll call them out. But I'm very pro-Israel. I don't understand what you're doing when you're trying to be pro-Hamas and pro-Iran. Hold on.
When you strawman me, it makes this entire exchange fall apart.
So
I'm trying to have an honest exchange with you.
I.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. Please don't put words in my mouth.
You can talk when I'm done talking, and that's how this will work. No?
But if you strawman me, and argue that I'm making arguments that I didn't make, I'm going to interrupt you. I'm going to interrupt you if you lie about what I'm saying.
So you're a grown-up when you argue. Got it.
I am a grown-up, yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you seem very emotional, and I threw you a tissue just in case. I also have a tampon in case you need a tampon.
Adam, she's gonna beat the shit out of you.
That's fine.
That's
fine. There's a tampon just in case you start crying.
Listen, I'm not deterred by your ridiculous juvenile attacks. Let's have an argument about the actual facts.
Israel is fighting terrorists around.
Dude, what a fucking like. Look at them though. Like, what a disservice. Yeah, just casually carries a tampon in his pocket. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, he just carries a tampon. He probably fucking pounds tampons up his ass, right? He does. Dude, this guy looks like somebody who walks around with the tampon in his ass. I'm not even shitting you. That's why he's got a tampon. So he slides him up his fucking asshole, right? That's why he's such a crotchety little bitch who feels the need to like talk down to all the women at the table. The whole, like, look at what he did, right? He's like, Lindy, you know, AKA you need to be quiet and no, you talk when I'm done. And then he pulls the whole you're emotional line. It's like, no, actually, you're like the crying little bitch that's like so emotional. You need to shut everybody down. You there with your wearing low socks with your fucking sneakers like a fucking clown, bro? Your little red scarf? Like, goddamn, bro, how many tampons you got in that gaper, bro? Dude, you know what it is? You know what I'm thinking? Here, look. Hold on, dude. I got the fucking picture. Oh, shit. Do I have a picture for you? Dude, this is homie's asshole. Right there. It's filled with tampons. That's what his asshole looks like right now. That's why he's leaning so far forward in his chair, dude. Oh, shit, bro. That's it. Dude, the call out. Oh, my God. Everything this guy does is like a shutdown technique. Israel derangement syndrome, Trump derangement syndrome. He is like so Islamophobic.
I hope and pray that you stop being so ignorant to the fact that Israel is defending America and American values against terrorists
How are they defending
around the Middle
America?
East.
You heard what he said, though, right? You heard what he said. He said it very clearly. He said Israel is defending American interests in the Middle East. Well, okay, what are the American interests in the Middle East? What are they? There's only one. The American interest in the Middle East is to make sure that all of the Muslim nations that aren't in the pocket of the United States are destabilized. I mean, that's really what our interest is, a constant war with Islam.
The Israeli regime does deserve to be criticized on occasion. But we also have to look at this extreme threat of Islamic terrorism that is here at home. I mean, do I even need to mention 9/11? We just had a shooting a couple weeks ago.
Dude, 9/11 was fucking 24 years ago there. Fuck nuts. If the last threat was 24 years ago, I don't think we have to consider it, right? I mean, we could look at the MAGA terrorism, the fucking Trump supporter who just assassinated government officials. But like, goddamn, bro, what the fuck is she talking about? What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.